Hi guys, it's Vanessa from To The Brim, and I haven't done a video since my flaming candle haul, I think, and trying to get in a good position so that the sun isn't making streaks. My chairs are covered in dew, so I'm out here sitting on a kitchen chair because my deck chairs are wet. Squeeze the day. Mug of the day, I'm drinking House Blend with oat milk creamer in one of my Sand and Sea mugs. I've missed you guys so much. I had COVID and it has been almost 2 weeks since I felt normal. It has been 2 weeks, exactly 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago tonight is when I started feeling scratchy throat. My husband works at a school, an elementary school, and all the kids around him were getting it, and he just managed to avoid it until a couple of weeks ago. And I was sleeping on the couch. I wasn't really interacting with him. I was being a good little girl, and still managed to get it. Squeeze a day. So I had a request to do a video about people who leave reviews, and it's such a great topic because we all read reviews. Well, most of us, we read reviews before we buy things, and a lot of us have Etsy, and there's the rooster saying hello. You go on Etsy and you read reviews, or as a seller you get reviews, and sometimes it is so infuriating. I was reading a review last night, I can't remember on what website, I think it was for a bag. Hang on a second, I need to have some coffee. Squeeze today. I have a bisque load cooling and it's pretty packed. To update you guys on hang on a second. So anyways, I think it was on a tote bag, and somebody actually gave like a 4-star review, and at the beginning of the review they said, well, I'm only giving 4 stars because I can't speak to whether or not this bag has longevity, if it will be sturdy over time. What a useless review. What a useless review, because somebody might not buy that thing based on your 4-star. I mean, it's not going to happen, but you've left a 4-star review because of a non-existent issue. Like, there isn't an issue. There is no issue, but there might be. Like, maybe this thing isn't going to last, but maybe it will, so I'm just going to not give it a good review. Like, that's so stupid. And so I've seen people leave bad reviews on Etsy shops because of the postal service. I had an Etsy, eBay. I sold on eBay for a long time, and I think the one bad review that I got was that it took forever to get there. Well, I mailed it out the next day that they bought it. So I'm not really sure what it not getting there for however long had anything to do with me or the buying process or me as a seller or how it was packaged or shipped. Like, it didn't have anything to do with that. And so the person was leaving a review about the postal service on my eBay account. No, that's stupid. Okay. And then the other ones that I hate are the ones that are like, this review was collected as part of a whatever promotion, or like in exchange for free product or whatever. It's usually health and beauty stuff. They usually do that because it's usually a low ticket item, like Biore or natural deodorant or perfume sample or whatever. Oh, and then I have something to say about that too. And so you have people where now Jet used to do this. I don't know how many of you guys shopped on Jet, but it was a blessing and a curse because it was cheaper. It kind of seems like now when you search for Jet, it just brings you to the Walmart.com website. So I don't know what that's all about. Also, welcome to my friend Grace who subscribed, and another person who subscribed left me a comment that they liked that I'm obnoxious like them, and then I think they deleted it, but I could still see the comment. So hi to both of you. But anyways, so then you're looking at a review for whatever. Oh, my hair looks like trash. It's fine. I'm debating whether I'm going to get it cut off again, but I may or may not. I might, because I'm going through perimenopause, and so I'm always like having hot flashes, and having hair on the back of my neck is like annoying. So I wear it up all the time anyway. What's the point of having it? And I look cute with short hair. But anyways, so the people that are like, oh, you know, this item, when you read this review was whatever as part of a whatever, like the person got a free thing and they left a review, 9 times out of 10 they're going to leave like a 5-star review. I recently found this with that Dime perfume, and we all have different opinions. So if I am going to rip on your favorite perfume, we all have different tastes, right? I mean, this is no different than fragrance oils, really, but I know people get pissy about their perfume choices, and everybody likes different things, right? So I have been a member of Scentbird for, I don't know, off and on for years, right? I'm going to cancel it, though, because the price went up and it's not worth it anymore, and quite frankly, the number of duds that I've received versus the number of perfumes that I actually use all of it and would purchase a $90 bottle is pretty small. So I recently wanted to try the 7 Summers perfume by Dime Beauty. And if you're on Instagram, you always see people reviewing the Dime Beauty perfumes. Like, I can't remember, one of them is Malibu, one of them is 7 Summers, whatever. And I was like, oh, this sounds like something that's right up my alley, as your Instagram ads are, because they're catered to like your interests and stuff. I'm a perfume girl, and I was like, oh, I almost ordered the set or whatever, the bottle that they have with the clear square bottle with the lid or whatever. So I almost ordered that, and the girl's like, oh, my husband just can't believe how wonderful I smell, and this is my go-to perfume. And then you go to the Dime website and you read the reviews, and it's like, this is the best fragrance that I've ever found, and this is just what I was looking for, this is my new signature scent, da 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 da. And I was like, okay. And I read the scent notes, and I almost bought like a $47 whatever bottle of perfume. And like, I'm not opposed to that. That's my thing, that if I spend money on something, like I have Black Opium, an actual bottle of Black Opium. I have, you know, that's the thing that I do by myself. If I really like it, I will spend money on a bottle of perfume, right? So really what I was looking for, and I know I'm getting off course, but you guys, anybody that's new here, this is how it goes. I was like, oh, maybe 7 Summers. It sounds like it's a wonderful scent. And so I found out that they have it on Scentbird. So I was like, okay, so this month, that was one of my freight, because I get 2 a month. I was like, okay, I'm going to get 7 Summers. And then I got Kenzie. And I was really excited to try the 7 Summers. And I've learned I spray it in the air and smell it before I put it on my body, because I can't stand to be wearing a scent that I don't like. Like, I can't, like, I will shower again. Like, I can't stand it. And because I wear it for like the mental health benefits and like, right? So I sprayed the Kenzie in the air, and I was like, oh, that's, you know, in line with my like scent preference. I usually do gourmand fragrances, and it was a gourmand fragrance, but it had a tinge of like Victoria's Secret body spray that somebody would wear to like cover up cigarettes or whatever. And I was like, it's okay. I don't love it. But then I spritzed the 7 Summers, and I don't like it. Now I do have Dolce & Gabbana light blah blah blah. I can't speak. Dolce & Gabbana light blue. I love that in the summertime, not in the wintertime. In the summertime, the first time I wore it was we were on a vacation to Wells Beach, Maine, and so whenever I wear it, it reminds me of my vacation. But it is probably the most masculine type scent that I wear. I'm not into, you know, like teakwood mahogany or mahogany teak, whatever the fuck it is. I'm not into like that kind of a masculine scent. I'm not into you know, just the cologne. I know people that wear Sauvage and, you know, just different, there's just more masculine women's scents out there, and that's not my jam, right? I worked with a woman who she actually wore the Men's Obsession by Calvin Klein, and she smelled like a man, and that was just how she rolled, and that's fine. I was gonna say, to the brim. To the brim. Squeeze it out. So anyway, so I get the 7 Summers, and I don't like it. And to top it off, I spritzed it in my hallway, and my bedroom smells like it. So then I had to spray something else to like cover it up, because like I really don't like it. Like I might throw it out. And when you look at the reviews on Dime Beauty, like every single review for 7 Summers is like, it's so amazing, I love it so much. It isn't good. It, first of all, it is not a good scent. It's not that it's masculine or feminine or too florally for me. It is just not a good scent. Like, it's not good. And I know we all have different body chemistry, and to be completely honest, I have not sprayed it on my body. I probably will. I'll give it a shot, but there's very little that my pH is going to do to change this into a scent that I like. So it's an example of promoters being provided with, you know, an item in exchange for a review, and especially larger YouTubers, like it's a 50-50 shot. Like sometimes people, like, you know, I did my the Flaming Candle sent me their Explorer kit, and I reviewed it, and I was completely honest, like, and I haven't ordered anything. Like, they sent it to me because I have a YouTube channel, and I've done scent review hauls, and I have ordered a shitload of oils from them. So I think they sent it to me as somebody who possibly would do, you know, a review. And so I did, but I'm honest, like the ones that I didn't like, and I didn't like a whole lot of them. I like have not repurchased anything from that collection, and I won't. I'm mailing all of them to my friend Alyssa so she can try them. Like maybe it's just me, but I didn't like any of them. And they're not anything amazing. Like I was so excited about them, and I didn't like them. Anyways, I said what I thought. I wasn't like, this is so amazing because I got it for free. No, it's, you know, if it's trash, I'm going to say it's trash, right? And so I've got this perfume that was now, I don't know, $13.50 or whatever, this sample of perfume. It's like 120 squirts or whatever. I don't like it. And that happens all the time. And people leave these stupid reviews that are like, this is the best thing that I've ever smelled. And it's like, maybe it is, but I think more has to be said about what it smells like. Like when people want a fragrance reviews, and that goes for people who leave a review about candle scents, because a lot of times you'll order, and I did my podcast recently. My last episode was about people using their senses to like make decisions on buying things. And your sense of smell is a huge deal when it comes to picking out something that has a smell to it. And so if you sell wax on Etsy, let's say, and your scent description is very good and whatever, you're still going to get people that are like, oh my gosh, that sounds amazing, and they buy it and they get it home and they don't like it, and they leave you a negative review as a business because their scent preference is not for that type of scent. And that is stupid too. Like, what are you doing? Like, you're not reviewing, you're reviewing the seller essentially when you buy something on Etsy, and that includes the quality of the item. So if somebody buys a candle from you and they don't prefer the way that it smells, that isn't a reflection of you or your business. It's a reflection that somebody made the poor choice of buying something that is scented online instead of smelling it in person first. And I know a lot of people don't sell at farmers markets or craft fairs, and they only sell on Etsy, and that's fine. But if somebody is going to buy something from somebody who only sells online and it is a scented thing, it is absolutely asinine for them to leave a negative review if they don't prefer the scent. Everybody's different. It has nothing to do with the quality of the item, the scent throw, you know, the turnaround, like how long did it take you to ship it out? Like that's what they're reviewing. They shouldn't be reviewing their preference of the scent on your Etsy because they didn't smell it in person. So that's on them. That's on them. You know, it's just like people that buy pottery on Etsy and they're like, well, this doesn't hold as many ounces as I thought it would. It's like, well, the person put the measurements of how many ounces that this thing is going to hold. So why don't you figure that out? See if that's the size you want, because I've done it too. I've purchased mugs on Etsy that came and they were like not as big. And this is before I started making pottery, but they were not as big as I thought they were going to be. They didn't hold as much liquid as I thought they were going to, but I certainly didn't leave a bad review for the seller because it was 12 ounces. It's just, that's not very big. So, you know, because some people measure like right up to the rim. I measure how much coffee is your cup going to hold. Well, we don't fill it right up to the brim, do we? Because then we're doing this before we can carry it out of the kitchen. No. Quarter of an inch from the top, that's how much this mug holds. So it's one of those things where, you know, people are going to, I bought a pair of overalls on Etsy last summer and they were really cute, and they were what I bought. They were everything that they said that they were going to be. So I didn't leave her a bad review. However, they cut up into my crotch because I have a long torso. That's not her problem. Everyone else that wore them in the pictures, they fit fine. Just for me, I have a long torso, so I could have added a button. I just ended up like tie-dyeing them a different color and giving them away, like whatever. But my experience with that seller was wonderful. She's a wonderful young lady. She's a college student and she makes these overalls. They're very, very basic overalls. They're not anything special. They're, you know, I could make better overalls, but they were cute and they were $50 and that was, you know, a lot. But there wasn't anything about my experience with her shop that was bad. I don't like the overalls and I haven't worn them and I don't have them anymore, but she did everything she was supposed to do. So I didn't go on there and rip her a new asshole because I have a long torso and the overalls gave me camel toe and were kind of really basic overalls, like that were probably not worth $50, right? Like they really weren't worth $50, but that was my choice. Like they were literally made from just like a white sheet that was tie-dyed and then made into overalls. I mean, really not that great, but I bought what was in the picture and what was in the description, and I'm not going to leave her a bad review because of it. Squeeze a day. And the other thing that is so fucking annoying is when people are like, this is a wonderful 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars. And then they come back later and they edit it and they're like, this is a rancid piece of shit. It lasted me 5 days. And it started rusting. It lasted 5 days and the motor blew out or whatever. And it's like, okay, but you have to think about what the item is and where it came from, how it got to you, and what you're using it for. Because there are people who are using their magic bullet to crush rocks and they're like, this thing is a piece of shit. Right. Did you read the directions? Does it say that you're supposed to put rocks in your magic bullet and that you can let it run for 45 minutes? No. If you use a magic bullet for like more than 30 seconds, you need to shut it off, let it cool for a second, turn it back on. Like that's just how you use a magic bullet. Like I have the magic bullet and then the big magic bullet, whatever the hell it is. When it starts to smell, you shut it off. You don't just let it burn itself out and then go back and write a review about what a rancid piece of shit it is. It's like, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. Can you add that to your review? You're 1 star. So it's difficult when you're trying to build your, you know, the sun is making a glare. Reviews are so subjective that we really need to take them with a grain of salt, but also the people that are writing reviews need to not be stupid idiots. And here's the other thing, if you're buying something handmade, like people are gonna buy a handmade piece of pottery from me or whatever for $40, it's probably somebody who likes handmade pottery. But you see people who get the thing and they're like, this is way smaller than I thought it was. Well, I gave you the ounces that it holds and you didn't figure that out to see if that was big enough. I don't like this, I don't like that. All right, well, maybe you should have purchased this thing in person. Like, this is why I really think people need to sell at farmers markets and stuff, because you're selling online and the people use their senses to make decisions, right? So if I'm gonna buy, I purchased wax melts from my friend Alyssa and none of them smelled like I thought they were going to smell, but I like them all, right? But if I didn't like a scent, I'm not going to leave a negative review because I don't prefer a certain scent blend. Like, I made the decision to buy it, so that's on me. If somebody gets a mug and is like, I don't like the glaze of the mug that they saw in the picture, yeah, you're right. People should buy things in person. But I know that that's not how things are right now, and so I'm not dissing anyone. I'm probably going to start selling on Etsy again. I probably am going to, and I'm designing a Shopify website. But I honestly think that if it's anything handmade, it is so much better to have people pick it up and, you know, oh my goodness, this is beautiful. I love it. Oh my gosh, I've been looking for this. This is exactly what I've been looking for. It holds, look at how big it is. It feels great in my hand. The glaze is beautiful. I want this, right? And I've purchased handmade mugs on Etsy and I've received them and I'm like, oh my God, this is a lower fire clay than I use. This is not going to be as sturdy. You know, I fire my mugs up to the same temperature that a volcano gets when it explodes. So my shit's pretty sturdy. There are other clays that are low fire clays. I got a handmade mug from somebody, barely tapped it, and there was a crack all the way down the mug. And I was like, fuck me. That's my fault though. I'm not going to go and leave a negative review for her. Like, I used it for pencils for a while. Squeeze it in. It's, oh gosh, my arm's getting tired. It's one of those things where there's no good way to be like, hey customer, you just left a review on the fact that the USPS drop kicked your package from the curb to your door. That has nothing to do with me. Like, it's just common sense. Like, whatever. I know this was kind of a rant. It might not have been very helpful, but whatever. It's been a while. I'm getting back into the swing. It's really frustrating when you work your ass off and somebody leaves you a negative review and it has nothing to do with you or your business or their interaction with you. It has to do with the USPS or the fact that they leave you a 3-star review because they don't know if your item will last. Like, have you tried it out yet? Like, why don't you wait and do that part of the review later? Or like, don't leave a review yet. Like wait, you know? Because just because Etsy is like, don't forget to leave a review on something, you don't have to. You can wait until you know whether something's color fast or whether it has a good melt pool and a good scent throw. And like, you just don't have to be a dick. So anyways, this was probably not helpful for anybody. I will talk to you guys later. Squeeze the day. Okay, I'm editing this video and I realized that I'm completely on both sides of the fence here. So how can I sit where I'm not gonna, maybe I need my, hang on. Hi. Anyways, I'm gonna sit like this. Whew, that's a fresh cup of coffee. Squeeze it, hey. So I realized that it's sort of like I'm on both sides of the fence. And so I'm realizing that that's a point that should be made here. It's like we look at reviews differently, whether we're the shopper or the business. And because I chose to get the Dime Beauty 7 Summers as part of my Scentbird subscription this month because of the reviews. 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars. This review was collected in with a blah, 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 free product. So I made my decision to try that perfume based on the reviews, which were skewed because they were written by people who got free product. So there's that. But 2, I have said it is stupid to buy scents online and then leave a bad review if you don't like the way it smells, because it's a preference thing. So I'm on both sides of the fence. I will purchase a perfume based on the scent reviews. I will read and read and read and read all the scent reviews. And if it gets, 4 and 5 stars, I'm like, okay, well, the majority of people can't be wrong on this. And then if I get it and it smells like garbage, I would leave a bad review. I would leave for a corporation, not a small business, but because at that point the review is about the scent. When you are leaving a review for a perfume company, you are leaving a review about the scent. When you are buying something on Etsy, you're leaving a review about the seller and the item. And in that case, I don't think that you should leave a shitty review if you don't prefer the way that a candle smells. But if you're going to buy perfume and I gotta water my basil. And see what I'm saying? So it is kind of like a double-edged sword, because if I'm gonna buy an expensive perfume, I wanna know what the reviews are about that scent. I don't know. I mean, I think that that's the problem with buying scented things online. I don't prefer that. I think that people use their senses to make decisions, and people who are going to buy something that is a certain fragrance should be able to smell it in person first, right? So anyways, I am on both sides of the fence with that. I'm going to read reviews about what a scent smells like before I buy a scent. But if I leave a review about something scented that I buy from a small business, it's going to be about the whole experience. It's not just going to be about, because I could mention in my review, the shipping time was great, communication with the seller was great, I don't love the scent, but that's not really their fault. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference between that and buying a perfume from a company and every freaking review is 5 stars. It's like, is it though? Is it though? Or is it 5 stars because the person who you gave this perfume to do the review is like, I owe them something, or they're gonna send me more stuff if I give a positive review. Like, so I don't like that. So that's my 2 cents worth. It's more like 75 cents. Okay, I'm back one more time. So I am gonna get back in the swing of doing vlogs, and I love them. I miss you guys, and you guys seem to like them. And I have a market today, so I'm gonna start a farmer's market vlog. I actually did one about a month ago, and I never posted it. It was like 40 minutes long, and I had clips from the market, and it was just too noisy, and it wasn't a good quality video. So I'm gonna try it again. But anyways, I can't wait to be back with you guys. And I know this video was just my opinion and it was all over the place, but I think that the takeaway is that reviews are hard, because people leave good reviews if they are given a free product. Sometimes, not all the time. We base whether we're going to purchase something on somebody else's reviews, and we don't really know where the review is coming from, right? What place is it coming from? Are they having a shitty day and they leave somebody a shitty review because they're just a miserable asshole? I also thought about, I got a 4-star review on my Etsy when I was doing the epoxy tumblers, and it was a custom tumbler. She was so happy with it, and she left me a 4-star review. And I reached out to her and I was like, you know, is there anything that could have been better about this process? And she said, no, I'm so happy. Why'd you leave me a 4-star review? It doesn't make any sense. So, I mean, in a way, like, we shouldn't even read reviews. If a seller has good reviews, then buy from them if you like their stuff. But like, there's just so many assholes out there that are leaving like horrendous reviews. Or I read one the other night about matcha. Wanted to get matcha powder, and the review was, I'm not kidding, like scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and there was a rant about minimum wage and people being pissed off because they didn't read the measurements of how much product they were going to get. And it's like, yeah, okay, that's valid, but I don't read shit like that. It's just like when people have a Instagram story and there's all this writing. I am so sorry. I don't give a shit what anybody has to say enough to just read a fucking book on their Instagram stories. Like, that's not what I'm there for. So it's just like, you need your review to be short and to the point and give facts. Facts. Not your opinion. Facts. Item came well packaged. Fact. I don't like the way it smells. Opinion. Shipping time was really great. Like, how long it took the person to package it up and ship it. Fact. Person didn't use eco-friendly shipping material. So you dig them for that? I had somebody who bought a pair of tie-dyed sweatpants from me, love the sweatpants, and then get a hold of me and tell me that I should use eco-friendly laundry detergent. Wonderful. Wonderful. What the hell does that have to do with anything? I guess I'm gonna go to hell now. One more time. I'm editing this video and I didn't do an outro. So it ended with me saying that I was gonna go to hell for not using eco-friendly laundry detergent. So anyways, I did not record at my market today. I have another market tomorrow, and I might be able to record at that market. But either way, I have another vlog idea already in mind, and One of them is that I have a bunch of perfumes from Scentbird that I thought I could do like a perfume fragrance haul, because I always do fragrance oil hauls. And then the other one is I'm doing Noom and I really like it. So I was thinking of possibly doing like a month by month, you know, at the end of every month, do like a Noom vlog for how it's going, like how my weight loss is going, like how I'm liking Noom. So those are two possible videos, but I also like just coming on here and doing complete nonsense vlogs. So thank you guys for being here. I will talk to you later. Squeeze a day.